Hey, welcome back to Projects in Dad's Garage. So, a while back, I ran across a program called Spoolman. It manages your filament inventory because if you're anything like me, you've got a bunch of filament. You lose track of how much of each filament you have or what filament you have at all. Um, and I had a hard time finding some information, so I figured I'd make this video. Some of the questions I had was where does it get installed? Uh, does it interface across all your printers, or do you have to like track each one individually across each printer? And the answer to that is it installs on a Raspberry Pi, either the one on one of your printers or a standalone one. Um, and yeah, it integrates across all of them. So it's a centralized database, regardless of what printer you're using. It's going to track it back to that one spot, and it works great. So let's take a look at how we do it. Like I said, I installed it on a Pi Zero and mounted it up on the wall so it's out of the way. None of the kids are going to pull the wires out of it, and it's just always on. So let's take a look at Spoolman here. This is the interface that you get when you go to uh, your Spoolman thing. Uh, Over here, you've got the ability to add manufacturers. This is what manufacturer list looks like afterwards. You can add your spool weight, any sort of comments, inland switch from cardboard to from plastic spools to cardboard. So I've got one for each of them. And then when you add a filament for that, they show up over here. Here's a list of all the filaments I've added so far that I own. And then once you add the filament, you can add rolls of it. As you can see, this roll of Galaxy Black has 281 grams on it. And then we've got an orange one that we're using too. Where's that one? Right here. Now, last print. It's last night. And as it prints, just subtracts off the weight of the filament as you use it. Now, how do you set that up? Well, that's pretty easy. You go over here. I set mine up, as I said, on a Raspberry Pi Zero. So it's got its own everything. Just go down here to the wiki, install. And then if you're doing it on a Pi by itself, you're going to use the standalone install. That's not 100% like clear and spelled out for anybody that isn't great with this stuff. Um, and then there's update script down here that you can run too. You'll just SSH into your Raspberry Pi and run this. When you do, at the end, you're going to get a IP address where you can reach it. You just copy and paste that. And that's going to bring you to this interface right here. Um, then, if we go back, for me, I was using Moonraker. Here's the instructions for that. You'll just copy and paste this right into your Moonraker config. So, just for an example, just go to Moonraker config and you'll copy that right into. Try and put that on this printer or not. I may not have, so I may get to do that live. I didn't, so we'll do that live. All right, so you just copy this. Let's go back over here. Go to our V0 machine, Moonraker config. I'm just going to stick it down here at the bottom. Then you'll replace this IP address with the one that you see right here. Save and restart. Then when you go to your dashboard, down here at the bottom, you're going to have Spoolman. Select spool. Then you'll be able to select whatever spool you want. Say you're doing this one. It's going to tell you how much is on there. And then when you do a print, you'll be able to print with it. Then the other thing you're going to want is these two macros. Just drop these into your printer config. Yeah, I'm going to drop these all the way down here at the bottom, right above my saved config information. Save and restart. Then on your dashboard, you're going to get, so got active spool there, hit clear active spool. That's going to go away. I am going to go in to my printer config. And copy this. Clear active spool. And then I'm going to go up to my print end macro. So somewhere around here. Here it is. And then I'm going to enter, paste, save and restart. That way every time print gets done, it clears out what spool it's using. That way you're not accidentally using the wrong spool while you start a print. Then I'm just going to go back over here, update all that to my GitHub, and you're ready to go. Now let's say you're adding a roll of film. So you'll name it, select the manufacturer from your list of whatever, add your material, say this is ABS, price, $30. Density on ABS is 1.04. You can easily Google that. There is an excellent list of the densities for different materials. Just Googling it'll give you. Diameter of the filament is 1.75. The weight without the spool, you can enter the spool weight here, but if you've set that up already under manufacturers for the weight of that spool, you got that. Your print temp, bed temp, any other notes, add and save. Now you have sample. Oh, also, you can select a color. And then just click here, and it's going to add a spool. Create a spool of it, save and add. Now you go to your spools, printed solid sample. Now, as you print, after you've selected your roll of filament down here, you start a print. As it's printing, you'll be able to watch this live update as it subtracts off the weight of the filament as it's being used. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I hope that answered any questions you might have about it, because I know I had some questions. My main questions were about where to install it, but Hope you find that helpful. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.